I began dating in high school. He was one of my best friend's brothers. We just always grew up thinking as long as you don't have sex, everything else is okay. It was one of those things where it just went too far. I knew exactly what God expected for me in that area. I knew what was right, and I just hadn't done it. I remember I started to feel really sick, and it was this flash of thought, like, there's not a chance. I bought a pregnancy test for the first time, and I didn't even want to bring it back to my room. So I went to the bathroom in Walgreens and took a pregnancy test, and I just knew instantly. And I sat on the floor in the bathroom and bawled. Thought, this is absolutely impossible. And so all night I was just having all these selfish thoughts, like, I'm leading a Bible study, it's gonna discredit my faith, all these things are going through my mind. And I went to Planned Parenthood and I made an appointment. I called the place that I could do an abortion before 12 weeks. And the woman told me that I could go dancing the next night. The only catch was she said, you can't drive yourself home. I had to call someone, and so I called Tyler's sister. And she was the first person who bawled for the baby. And it made a really, just a big impression on me, because I'd been crying for my own self, for my own shame, my own struggle. And she cried for the baby, which is just, thank God. You know, I needed someone to help me get regrounded again. And she is the one who said, we need to go right now. We need to tell your mom. And it was heart-wrenching. My dad started looking for books. He needed something to read. He needed somebody who'd been through the situation, someone who could support us. And so my father, in his quest for support, found Thrive. And it was like re-entering the womb. There was all this encouragement. It was all about Jesus. It was about how God doesn't make mistakes. It was the first time that I found joy in my pregnancy, and that was all just a gift of that environment. And they also gave me some tools that made me feel better prepared. I remember when I first found out I was pregnant, I thought, what do I know about this? What do I mean, I'm so ill-equipped. Like, I just thought, I can't do this. And then going to Thrive gave me this feeling like, sure you can. This is going to be fine. And you're not alone. This is the place of no judgment. It's going to be a place of support, a place where we're going to help you, and we're going to show you how wonderful this is. And she was born, and she was really tiny because she was early. She was about 6 pounds and 20 inches, but she was perfect. And Tyler was the one who was always there to ground me. And we actually didn't get married until Riley was 7 months old. So we waited. I really wanted to be 20. Our whole story is just so implausible. It's just it just happened because God laid it out that way. Something that seemed like such darkness, and really that darkness was just pierced by little blessings like Thrive. And now on this side of it, it's just nothing but sunshine. I just see nothing but joy. Thrive is an overlooked necessity, because if you haven't lived it, you can't experience what it's like to be totally alone and you need a community. And that's what Thrive gives you, this instant community. If you took a person who didn't know anything about God and let them have an experience at Planned Parenthood and then said, now try Thrive. And I tell you, there would be just no comparison. It would be like the difference of, 9 days.